Good morning, Northwest.
I'm Addie.
And I'm Erin, and we'd like to welcome you to Time Connect. Please stand for the pledge. Put your right hand over your heart and your left hand by your side and say it with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for Just Go Check. You're totally off-centered.
Football cheer, 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 cheer.
Okay, you may now be seated.
Announcements?
Yes.
We're gonna do this.
This.
Oh, this? Okay. Better books from reminders. Applications and teacher recommendations are due this Friday on September 13th. Our next meeting will be on the following Thursday, September 19th at 8 a.m. in the Media Center. Don't forget to memorize your titles, authors by then for the first challenge.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, let me just pop in here real quick. For robotics, this looks uncomfortable. For robotics, the form that you need to fill out that's under student links has to be done by the end of today. The form closes. This also applies to all the students that were on a team last year. If I don't get a form, then I'll have to cut it off. I need to have a head count. So even if you were in robotics team, if you're on a team last year, fill out the form. End of the day, I'll be looking at it. And now we have, I think, a fundraiser.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Our fundraiser has started, and some students have already earned their first Dude Perfect collectibles. If you hadn't already, make sure to share your fundraiser packet with your parent or guardian and register online when you get home today. It's super quick and simple, and we'll show you how to send out your first 7 texts and 7 emails so you can earn your first Dude Perfect collectibles too. Keep filling out your tickets as you sell items and bring them to your teacher to earn more Dude Perfect collectibles and build up your collection.
What day is it, Erin?
Game day.
Game day.
Okay. Pause day project. Okay. With this week's Pause Day project, character strength open-mindedness, the character strength of open-mindedness means that you like to consider new ideas and try new things. You examine things from all sides and don't jump to conclusions. In other words, here are some synonyms you may recognize for character strength of open-mindedness: reasonable, rational, impartial, sensible, logical, and critical thinker. And now for Mr. Egnott.
Good morning, Northwest. Good luck to our football, softball cheerleaders today for our game day, Northwest Titans. So we wish you all the best this afternoon, and wanting that victory, bring that big dub home so we can brag about it tomorrow. So as we know today, for my segment is This Day in History. So this day in particular is known as the 9/11 attacks that took place on September 11th, 2001 in New York City, Washington, D.C., and also in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. So you can kind of see what the pictures that here on the slide shows is showing the memorial that is actually where the 2 twin towers actually stood at one time, and that was dedicated in memory of all the people that were lost, both in the airplanes and also in those buildings. You see in the middle there, as I'm moving away, is the they kind of look like benches. This is in the area that is for our 8th grade students. I'm not sure if this is part of your agenda and itinerary for Mr. Trump is shaking his head yes. So that's great that you're able to see the memorial of the plane that hit the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. For those who don't know, the Pentagon is the home of our military system. So these areas that were targeted in the terrorist attack was a representation of freedoms and democracy that we hold so dear. The World Trade Center representing our economic wing of the United States, the Pentagon representing the defense. And in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, it is theorized that that plane that was actually taken over by the heroic efforts of the passengers themselves to be able to actually take over the plane from the terrorists, and then unfortunately still perishing in that attack, slamming it into the ground in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, probably about an hour away from the city of Pittsburgh, but it was thought that plane was going to be targeting the White House or the Capitol building. It was going to be one of those two. So we definitely do want to remember the 9/11 attacks. It's really in one time in history, it's happened twice, is where the United States has been attacked on its own soil. The other was in Hawaii on December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor. But we definitely paid tribute to those people that had lost their lives and had been cut off from living a full life because of the terrorist attacks that took place on 9/11. Also, we want to make sure we remember all of the great heroic people that were helping police department, the fire department, the EMTs, all the people that helped with the cleanup on September 11th. And those people still being impacted by doing those great deeds, those heroic deeds, because of working in the situations that they were working in. A lot of them have been dealing with issues with their health, cancer being probably the biggest thing because of inhaling all of the debris and the smoke and all of the other things, and helping the people make sure that they were trying to find as many people as humanly possible and helping up with the entire cleanup process. So we remember all of those people that helped us in the 9/11 attacks. So again, September 11, 2001, something that we will always remember in our country's history, but also remember all the heroism that took place and how we truly did come together as a nation to support each and every one of us on this day. So that is your day in history in September 11, 2001. I want everybody to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. And good luck to our Titan teams this afternoon. Go Titans!